Good evening, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good today. We're doing something new here. I want to get on here and do some late night streaming, later night than I normally do. But I'm getting on here and just, we're going to see what happens tonight. We're only going to talk for a little while. But I figure this gives a lot of people an opportunity to hang out in the stream that don't normally get to hang out in the stream. So welcome. My name is REVRND X, and this is the REVRND X talk show, I guess, based off the thumbnail. Shrek, hello. It's good to see you on here, man. How are you doing this evening? We're trying something new here, so we're just gonna see who jumps on, when they jump on, if they jump on, but I'm not gonna complain about it. We're just gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna look at some things. BB says, love the thumbnail. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the thumbnail. I think the thumbnail's pretty nice. Looks like we're doing something a little bit different, you know? Shrek says, so the talk show. Yeah, we're just gonna be chatting. No, it's not like an anyone can join talk show. This is more just me talking with the chat exclusively instead of just playing video games. And not that I ignore you guys, but just being dedicated to talking, answering questions, talking ideas, taking suggestions, things to look up, stuff like that. I'm actually on here right now. I'm setting it up so I can browse the internet while we're doing all this. Do not a display capture. Let's do a window capture. Let's do community. How do I do this? No, I just lost it. We have window capture on here somewhere, but it went away. Transform, fit to screen. Window capture, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna play around just a little bit. You should look up classic Minecraft and play it. So, can you do that? I've never played the classic Minecraft, but I know it looks terrible. I saw somebody playing it not too long ago. One of the things I've been trying to do is I have a Raspberry Pi computer, which is like a really low-end computer that runs off of Linux. And I know you can do things like that. Cameron J says, man, could you imagine if you had a talk show having people call in? Okay, so actually, let me show you this, guys. I bought this phone right here for that purpose. Like I thought this would be a really good prop, but I wanted to figure out a way to retrofit this to my microphone so I can actually take phone calls. I still want to figure out how to do that. So this is actually something that I've thought about, like the talk show and all that, just like having an actual Q&A side of things and taking requests. Just don't know how to do it yet. I'm sure there's a way I could retrofit a microphone in here. I just got to figure out how, and just keep this on my desk and answer the Mario Kart phone. It's something I want to do. Yeah, we have an awesome vintage toy store around our house called House of Plastic. Not a sponsor or anything. I'm just a regular there. And it's called House of Plastic, and they have the best stuff. And I went there one time and they had that phone sitting there, and I said, well, I'm not going to not buy a Mario Kart phone. So I bought the Mario Kart phone. Maislin, hello, how are you? He says an S Plus tier phone right there. It's a beaut. She's a real beaut, Clark. One of the other things I want to do, and I don't know how to do this. Well, actually I do know how to do it. I just don't have the money or the way to make it all happen, because you have to buy so many pieces of equipment to make it happen. But I want to use this Game Boy camera right here, and I want to use this. Is my green screen on? No, I don't think it is. I want to use this Game Boy camera as a real low quality webcam. So I mean, I even have this Game Boy Color set up to be like, it looks like the old school DMG Game Boys with the red buttons and stuff. But I want to set this up as like a webcam where I can talk to people with that as well. Go super retro style. Just got to figure out how to do all these things. See, I've got big grand ideas, and I just don't have necessarily the know-how how to do it. Maislin says, dude, I love Christmas Vacation. So do I. I love it. Are we talking about, did I make a reference about Christmas Vacation? I don't remember if I did, but it's literally like one of my favorite movies ever. Are we talking about Christmas Vacation, the movie, or actual vacation? J Bruce World jumping in here. J Bruce. Shrek says, okay, Shrek, come on now. What do I think about onions on a peach pie? I'm not into that. What did I say about Christmas Vacation? Why can I literally not remember it? What did I say? I'm literally, oh, it's been a long day. Ah, okay. She's a Butte Clark. Okay. It's just, oh, it's so ingrained in my vocabulary. I don't even think about it. Now, don't you go falling in love with her when I leave here next month. I literally love that so much. Hey, Greg's Game Room, how you doing? It's good to see you on here. We're testing the waters right now. We're doing some first time talk show style conversations, and we'll see what happens. I figure one of the things I do is I stream in the afternoons where I live. I stream in the afternoons, and I know a lot of people they don't get to join in, so I want to give some options for other people to join in. Shrek says you should do a green screen of a talk show set. So I would love to. I just didn't have enough time to set that all up. Hey, there's nothing wrong with playing the classics. I actually watched your video one time about, I think it was your video. I'm pretty positive it was about modding your arcade 1-up to play more things. I'm pretty positive that was you. Which led me down the rabbit hole of getting a Raspberry Pi computer and setting all that up. So I have that's how I play a lot of my emulator games. Have you ever seen Nola Dad's setup? He has a green screen room where he plays VR Beat Saber. That's awesome. So I've got a green screen. I can turn it on real quick. So I have a green screen right behind me. Oh, I was green screen that whole time. Check this out. I figured I thought I didn't turn that off. So this is my green screen background right here. I got to make it a little bit brighter in here. Oh, I'm turning on the wrong lights. Sorry. Hold on. How do I do this? Just turn them on white 100%. Yeah, so I have a green screen background, not big enough to do like Beat Saber in or anything, but like I can put myself in like different little scenarios. I normally don't use this microphone when I have the green screen set up and all that. But I've got some capabilities here. This green screen behind me is that Elgato green screen. And I gotta tell you, this thing comes in handy so much. Because if it wasn't for a floating microphone right now, you probably wouldn't recognize that I'm not in a green screen. So Shrek, if I wear a green shirt, I'm just a floating head. Like, I'm just trying to think of all the green things I have. Yeah, I'm actually gonna turn the green screen back off though, just because we're at the late night talk show and I don't have everything set up. We're not gonna kill the mood tonight. But I like how quick you can set all this stuff up. I really do. Like it really does make it just feel like something special. All right, so go back to this. There we go. Now we're just in normal. This is my actual room now. We're not in green screen land. I am still trying to learn the ropes a little bit too of what a talk show style thing would look like. I do want to talk like recap things though too. So we just played Resident Evil Village. Did any of you guys enjoy those streams if you saw them at all? Greg's Game Room says, what are you playing nowadays? So on stream, I normally play, I gravitate towards Call of Duty Warzone a lot. But I also love like my retro days. Anything Nintendo related, I've been playing that a lot. We just picked up new Pokemon Snap, which I'm probably going to play for tomorrow's stream. I want to finish that game, so I gotta do that. But we just did a run through in 2 days of Resident Evil Village, and we blasted through that. So I streamed literally, I think, for 5 hours on Friday and 7.5 hours yesterday, and it was a lot. Greg's Game Room says, I play Friday the 13th a lot for PS4. Is that game any good? I have it for Xbox. It was a free game one time and I downloaded it and I've never even played it. I've never even opened it. I'm trying to find out if it's a good game or not. Also, is it like scary? Like I don't even understand the gameplay of that. Also, guys, if you're just jumping in here, I'm actually amazed you guys are jumping in on here. My name's Reverend X for anybody who is new around here. And if you wouldn't mind, while you're here, go ahead and press that like button. Greatly kind of pushes the channel a little bit in the right direction. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure you're pressing that subscribe button. I normally say that near the end or anything, but I see everybody on here. I love it. Just quick 20-minute matches. So is it basically like Jason is going after like the people? I'm assuming that's kind of what it is, like the last to live or get away. Che Bruce is dual screening me and Noah. Tell Noah to dual screen me. Rev, you should tell me more about Resident Evil. Is it a good game? Is it worth the money? Ooh, that's a really good question because the game itself was good. I feel like the story was good. It was really slow at certain parts, but the parts that were good were amazing. There is a lot more to do in the game that I'm not going to do. So there's a huge amount of gameplay, I believe, and many different versions of playthrough. But I beat the game in roughly 9 hours total. So just beginning to end. And if we're judging based off of a one-time playthrough, I wouldn't say it's worth it. I'd wait for it to be a little bit cheaper. Jason versus 7 counselors. Try to escape by car, boat, or police, or kill Jason. That sounds amazing. That makes me want to play a game of it. Really bad. I'm looking it up right now. I've got my Xbox turned on in front of me. I know this is a talk show. We're gonna keep it a talk show probably tonight. I'm gonna talk myself out of playing this right now, but I am gonna look it up at least. I think, I mean, I would have to download it first actually too. Let me make sure I still have it. All owned games. I'll at least show you guys what I'm doing. I don't own many games on here, if we're being honest. Games with gold. I believe it was a game with gold. Yeah, Friday the 13th. 9 gigs. I think we can download that. Why not? Is there any Friday the 13th coming up? That'd be amazing. We're close. We almost got one yeah, I'll install it. Yeah, we'll definitely install that one. Shrek says, Rev, I bought Cyberpunk one time and I completely regretted it. It was $90. So man, Cyberpunk is a tough one. That's a real tough one because that is, man, that's like the game that I want it to be the best game in the world. Like that's the world that I want to like see in amazing ways. I really enjoy that futuristic but gritty style, fallen world, apocalyptic type thing. I thought the game was great, but I did play it through. I beat the game really fast. But I do want to go back and do some of the more storylines, but I am waiting for the game just to get better. It's one of those games I feel like it was just released too soon. They rushed it. It had such great potential, and the driving mechanics were awful in it. Like that was one of the things that I thought it was going to play a lot more like Grand Theft Auto when it comes to like a good driving game mixed with, you know, all the other stuff. And the driving just fell so short. But I have it. I like Cyberpunk. I would encourage you to go play through it again, or if you haven't beat the story yet, at least beat the story. Cause I mean, it's a pretty good story. Noah, hey. Are you still streaming, Noah? Oh, there's Noah right there. I'm gonna drop a hey in the Noah stream real quick, just so you guys see here. Look at Noah. You guys need to go follow Noah Want Wing. He is truly my best friend, and he's streaming Knights of the Old Republic right now. He's getting there. He's getting pretty far in the game. Jay Bruce World says, okay, let's talk Cyberpunk. And given that this is a late night show, let's just say regarding character creation, who is giving their male character a tiny ding-a-ling? I will say that part of the game was a genuine shock. I don't think any of us saw it coming, but that was I guess a big talking point for a while, or a little talking point. Am I right? No, I'm gonna keep this PG. Noah says, yeah, our streams are crossing. Yeah, I don't know why they did that in Cyberpunk, honestly, because it had nothing to do with the game. Had nothing to do with the game. I do need a laugh track. Greg's Game Room saying, well, that just means Cyberpunk has room to grow. Zing! That's a real zinger right there. I enjoyed the game though. I didn't choose the little option. just saying. I did hate though, like halfway through the game, I started to resent how my character looked. I guess he just reminded me of somebody and I didn't like it. I don't even know who it was, but he just looked too familiar and I wanted to change his appearance the whole game and I couldn't. I'm not going to say that word on stream, but Shrek says they should have focused on physics instead of male anatomy. Yes, they should have. The physics were pretty bad in the game. Game had, man, it had so much potential. I think it still will. I think if we give the game time, which is, see, here's the thing, guys. This is a rabbit trail, but I am such a strong proponent of not releasing something if the game is not done. It's like, I don't understand why these people release it and they're like, we'll do it in a software, like a patch update down the road. If the game's not done, it's not done. I always say this about Nintendo. The one thing Nintendo gets right the majority of the time, they're not perfect all the time, especially in the newer years of things, is they don't release a game unless it's complete 99% of the time. And I love that more than anything. I can't stand when like you play a game and you're like, oh, I gotta wait for the update so they fix this. It's not fixed, don't release it. That's my point. But go back on that, if we wait for them to fix the game a little bit more and we just act like it doesn't exist for now and they do like another relaunch or something, I imagine it'll be good. Yeah, Jay Bruce says, you never know, it might become another Skyrim where it's just continually built on and remastered. And Greg brings up a good point too. Greg's Game Room says, Cyberpunk might never have been released then. Duke Nukem Forever took 14 years. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I guess what I really mean then is that just the main gameplay, like the physics of the game and all that, it's one thing to add more story or more missions or, you know, I don't know. I just want the game to work, I guess I should say, more than anything. I've never played a game as big as Cyberpunk though too. I know people say there's games bigger out there than Cyberpunk, but that game is extraordinarily big. I was overwhelmed and I still didn't even explore nearly any of the whole map. So there was a lot crammed in there. I think they could have crammed a little bit less and it would have made sense. Also, I don't know if I ever played Duke Nukem Forever. What was that one for? Let's see. Xbox 360? Yeah, I don't know. Play Red Dead 2. See, I love Red Dead. I think Red Dead is great. Which was more spectacular failure, Atari Jaguar or Sega 32X? See, now that's a really cool question, because to me, I grew up in, I'm the generation where I was coming into when Sega was being created and all that. So Sega to me was like like it was a big deal as a kid, like when Segas came out and all those things. Atari, on the other hand, was like, I grew up knowing Atari, but I didn't grow up only knowing Atari. Like my first Nintendo system was a regular Nintendo, and I quickly got a Super Nintendo. So that's kind of the age range that I'm at. So I think it depends on what generation you ask, but I think I would say Sega. I'm gonna say Sega, based off of just how it impacted me. Oh, but okay, Virtual Boy though. Virtual Boy was a huge flop. That thing made my eyes bleed. I think Nintendo takes the cake on Virtual Boy. They tried to blind a generation of people. But it is one of the coolest things now though. I'll just never forget that searing red light playing those games. I wish I had one. If I had a Virtual Boy, that would look so good back here. Like I'm like the type of person right now who just wants to buy things for pure nostalgia memories. And I mean, I'd buy a Virtual Boy broken if I could, just to put it on display. Same with one of those regular Nintendo Rob robots. I think that'd be really cool. If I could have one of those, that'd be awesome. I regret not buying one for $20 when they were on clearance. Oh man. Yeah, that's a huge regret right there. Man, I'm having like flashbacks for you on that. I'd be devastated. Now, let me ask you guys this. We're talking about failures and stuff right now, though. So out of all the years of things, and also this is, I mean, dependent on age, what to you is, I don't want to say the most successful because that sounds like we're talking about numbers and things like that, but what is the most impactful system that you've had in your lifetime that you've played? Like what's the thing that took you to another level of playing games or creativity, imagination, or whatever it is? Like, what's the game and what's the console? And they can be separate. I'm gonna wait for your guys' answers a little bit, because then I'll share some of mine. And I don't think I can answer it easy. It's not an easy question to answer, but it's one that I like talking about because it really tells you a lot about people, especially gamers. We're all gamers, you know? Shrek says Nintendo DS and Xbox 360. I feel very old. But yeah, I love those. I mean, I love those consoles. Why the Nintendo DS though? Was that just your first handheld console? Jay Bruce says GoldenEye 64. That'd be it as a kid. Star Wars Knight of the Old Republic on original Xbox. Destiny and Uncharted 2 on PS3. Greg's Gamer, Atari 2600 and Space Invaders blew my mind and opened up the world of gaming and computer tech for me. Man, I love hearing that. I love hearing that. So for me, I would say it's a talk show. I get to talk. I got the microphone. I get to talk. Am I right? Man, it's such a hard question to answer, because for me, having a Game Boy Color changed everything. Like one of these guys. I have literally a collection of these things. They're like in these cases back here. I have a collection of Game Boys. Game Boy Color was game changer for me. Being able to like take video games with me and stuff like that. Playing Pokemon like when I was in elementary school. Dragon Warrior 3. All the Zelda's games, everything. But then like the game that changed everything for me was Zelda Ocarina of Time for Nintendo 64. That game was unbelievable. It really kind of sparked my love of creativity and storytelling in games. It became more than just a game for me at that point. It became entertainment of a story. Like it actually made my brain think of things instead of just like mindless fighting in Mortal Kombat. But then I would say the GameCube too. So all Nintendo for me, but yeah. Shrek says my first ever video game I played was New Super Mario Brothers on DS multiplayer. It was epic. Hey, New Super Mario Brothers is awesome. I hate how old that makes me feel though. Cause I played like Super Mario Brothers. Or what was it even called? Was it just called Mario Brothers at that point? The only multiplayer we knew was running around with the blue bricks and hitting the POW block and throwing Koopa shells at everybody. Greg's Game Room says after the Atari 2600, it was the NES and Super Mario Bros. So good. Sega Genesis and Sonic. I loved Sega. Sonic was great, but I stayed a Nintendo guy pretty much the whole time. What was the one game on Sega that was like Echo the Dolphin? Game took you on a trip. Shrek says Ocarina of Time was actually enjoying. I love Ocarina of Time. I play it about once every 2 years or so, especially now that they do the remastered version on the 3DS. I like playing that version. I know the graphics are small on the 3DS, but you know, the handheld. I have one of the 2DS XLs with the Hylian Shield version. I really love it. Greg's Game Room says, what are your thoughts on gaming today? They seem to be more like interactive movies than actual games. Yeah. So this is one of the reasons why I struggle as a streamer, because I fully agree with that statement. Like, I think that we're watching cutscenes and we're waiting to press a button, and it almost becomes, a weird version of a rhythm game. Like it's like hit the button now, or you're looking for this and you're just doing those things. So that's interesting to me. But like I just played Resident Evil and it was a beautiful cinematic experience with tons of puzzle solving in it. So I really enjoyed how complex it was. But at the same time, it did feel like I was just navigating a movie. I really love, I think it's one of the reasons why I like Warzone so much, is it's from beginning to end, it's drop in, get your stuff, go try to get to the end of the levels fast as you can, and each game is different. So I think the battle royale type games re-sparked gaming in a sense, because it became about competition rather than just storyline. But yeah, I agree. It's an interesting state of gaming. Or like, so Noah just asked, are we gonna play Sea of Thieves at some point? Yeah, I'm gonna be talking for a little bit longer. I don't know how long, and then I'm gonna jump in on Sea of Thieves with you. But that's a game that is also, you just get in and you play, and there's no like saving or anything. So each game is different. I really like that. Shrek says, I don't get excited when I get a game no more. It depends on the game. For me, I mean, I can't speak for you. There's not really many games I'm super excited about right now that are coming out. Like, I desperately want something new and original. Like, I don't want, I mean, we just played Resident Evil, so I'll use an example, but like, how many is that? Like 8 or 9 now? Like, it's a lot of Resident Evil games. Favorite puzzle game? Tetris? I like Tetris, but would you consider Dr. Mario a puzzle game? I really like Dr. Mario. Oh, Shrek. Everybody was happy when they got Halo 3. Halo 3 is awesome. Halo 1, 2, and 3 are amazing. I didn't play anything after that. I played Halo 4 a little bit, and then I never even finished it. But also, I think I would consider all Zelda games puzzle games, but mixed with other things. But if we're talking exclusively puzzles, definitely Dr. Mario. Tetris is one of those games though that you can just play over and over again, no matter what. And it's kind of like solitaire. I feel like it's the gamer's version of solitaire, which is funny because solitaire is also a game. How about you? Greg's Game Room. What is your favorite puzzle game? Because I mean, puzzle games are great. They're not always my favorite type of games to play though. See, Shrek's bringing a good one here. His favorite puzzle game is Portal 1 and 2. I love Portal. Portal was one of those games where I played it like a year after it came out, and so I missed all the hype on it. And then when I played it, I was like, this game is wild. I loved the mechanics of that, like the physics of the actual portals. See, I love Tetris for the music too. You can always say it. Everybody knows the song. But on a Game Boy, when like I was a kid, that was the beat right there. Ah, the cake is a lie. Oh, here's a late night talk show with Rev. I'm sleepy. Portal in VR, that would be awesome. So that's hold on, that's bringing up a whole new topic now. VR, that's something I don't really dive into. So that's I've never really played any games on VR. I played Beat Saber for like 2 games of it at my brother-in-law's. Something I'd be interested to do. Was there ever any Flash games that you loved? There was a Newground game called Dead Case, and it was one of my favorites. Yes, one of my favorite games ever. Hold on, let me see if I can get the title of it right. Yes, I played this game all the time. Stick Death. And I think it was also a Newgrounds game. And I got in trouble for playing it all the time in school. But Stick Death was awesome. Shrek says play Five Nights at Freddy's VR. I've never even played. Okay, so this is another fun thing. I've never even played regular Five Nights at Freddy's, but we just watched a movie. My wife and I just watched a movie the other night called Willy's Wonderland with Nicolas Cage, and it's exactly how I imagined Five Nights at Freddy's to be, where it's like a haunted Chuck E. Cheese, basically. The movie was amazing. So if the game is anything like that, I need to play it. Which I never thought I would say that a day in my life, because I just never thought I'd play a Five Nights at Freddy game. But that movie was amazing. I also really loved, Jay Bruce, you might be able to help me out with this. There was a website and it was all revolving around candy. And there was like all these mini games on it. Like Candy World or Candyland. And they had like mini golf and like all these other weird little games. And I used to always play the mini golf on there. But it's a little bit older. Shrek says you gotta play Five Nights at Freddy's. It's excellent. I'll do it. We might do it on a stream like this, like a later night stream. It takes a lot for me to want to jump into new games, and that, to me, that's a new game. So I think we can do it though. Man, I wish I could remember the website. It was, everybody used to go to this website. Candy something. Greg's Game Room asks, have ever played Among Us? That's pretty popular. I love Among Us. My wife loves it too. The problem with that game is you got to play it with a bunch of people with voice. I like the talking aspect of it. The typing aspect is really difficult. And if I'm being honest, I just don't have enough friends to play that game with. Mini Clips, Addicting Games. I remember Addicting Games and Newgrounds. Oh, Candy Crush. Now that's my wife's favorite game. I played it for a while when it was a hot commodity on iPhone. When that game first came out, we played the crap out of that game. But then it got old to me, and my wife took off like a rocket on that game, and she went to the very end. Shrek says we should all play Among Us someday. I actually would love to do that. We have our Discord set up as well, so we could do that for people to kind of jump in. I'm a huge fan of Discord. So guys, actually, if you're watching, if you're lurking, whatever you're doing, check out our Discord. It's growing. We're doing a lot of things in there where we get to talk more about games and all that too. So check the link in the description for the Discord link. You ever play sports games? I'm addicted to Everybody's Golf on PS4. Was called Hot Shots Golf. No, I'm not a super sports game fan. I really like some of the hockey games, and I love all the WWE games. I'm a sucker for them. I love them, but I don't play them very often. I'm not a go-to. My guilty pleasure recently though, and I haven't played it on stream or anything, is I've been playing NBA Jam for on Super Nintendo. I love NBA Jam. I think that's such a fun game. So, I mean, I know it's an older one, but that counts as a sports game. It's still NBA. Yeah, but hockey games for me are, I really like hockey games. You should watch Keith Apocary's videos. He's hilarious and loves wrestling. Looking him up right now. Keith. I'm subscribed. Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, I just subscribed to him. Yeah, that guy's super funny. He does like all the dancing stuff too, doesn't he? Like a dancing around the world type thing. Yeah. Yeah, I subscribed to this guy. That's funny. All right, let's see. I love that. Yeah, if you guys ever have any other suggestions of people I should follow and things like that, let me know too. You know, in this world of like gaming and streaming, all that, I'm still, you know, it might look like I know what I'm doing, but I'm really new at all this still, so. Shrek says, did you see my vid of Kermit? I did not. Or I have not, I should say. These tunes. All right, guys. Well, here is the deal. Oh, wait. Nope. Greg's saying something I want to talk about. No, I do not have an arcade 1-up cabinet. I desperately want one really, really badly. But I missed the mark on it and I'm so bummed. I want the Rampage cabinet. More than anything, I want the Rampage cabinet and I cannot find them anymore. They don't make them anymore. Nobody's selling them. I really, really want that. And I want to put it right where this X flag is. Very badly. I'm literally looking at my local Craigslist right now just to verify that there's not one on there. I look very periodically. Very periodically. You like how that works? I look all the time. But it feels like I'm not looking all the time. Feels periodically I'm looking. Arcade. Yeah, there's like nothing. There's like nothing on my local Craigslist. Somebody is, however, selling a Zoltar machine. Check that out. Make this a little bit bigger. Right there, a little bit of a Zoltar situation they got going on. I'd buy a Zoltar machine. Yeah, my local area does not have basically anything at all. I need to figure out some of that. Get anyone 1-up and shove a Raspberry Pi. See, I want that, but I want the graphics of the Rampage. Like Rampage is one of my favorite arcade games ever made. We also went and saw, they had this thing at the Cincinnati Comic Con. Hold on, I want to get his name right because I can't remember it off the top of my head. Brian Collin, the creator of Rampage. He had a pop-up booth at thing and he signed a poster for me of Rampage. He autographed it. He gave me a token with his name on it. So like I have an affinity for the Rampage game. So I want that cabinet solely for the graphics on it more than anything. There's websites that sell the graphics separately. I did not know that. Hey, Neil. Met Brian at Free Play Florida. Yeah, he's a super nice guy. Yeah, I would love that. Hey, Foxstar, good to see you on here. She says, I'm at work, but I wanted to say hi. Tell you what, it's good seeing some of those X's pop up in the chat. That's a fun thing right there. Guys, if you do not know, for anybody who is interested, you can join the Faithful Ones membership, and you get a little X by your name. Simply press the join button right next to the subscribe button, or find the link below. I'll make a video for that soon. I keep putting it off. That's really intriguing though. I would love to, I'd modify one. We were just at Walmart and they had a Miss Pac-Man machine. I thought that'd be really cool to do. Check out videos Keith play about Rampage. He did at Free Play Florida. I was in it along with James Rolfe. I'll certainly check that out. I'll check that out tonight. Shrek says I sent you a Kermit vid on Discord. That's my friend talking. Foxstar says Rev After Dark. Fire me up. Fire me up. I'm taking your advice, Foxstar. I don't want to make a joke right now, but you're the one who told me I should do this, but I know you won't be able to hear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But you're the one who said, if somebody joins the Faithful Ones or becomes a new subscriber, put a sound bite in there that says fire me up, and I'm totally going to do that. I'm going to record that and set all that up. Forgive me for making a poor taste joke. Is there a topic of discussion tonight? I'm a bit late to the party. No topic of discussion. I'm actually going to probably, I'm going to be getting off here in a minute. I wanted to keep this about an hour long. So one of the things I want to start doing, Neil, just so I can speak to you directly, is I'm streaming regularly. Just so you guys know, I'm streaming regularly Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I work on Tuesdays and Thursdays during the day. But what I want to do is I want to give an opportunity to talk to the audience that can't be there during my normal streams. So I'm trying to do some of this. Foxstar says, off to finish these pies. Good night, everyone. Good night, Foxstar. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. See you later, Shrek. You have a good one too, buddy. But yeah, so this is just, this is what I want to do. Just kind of have more of a talk show vibe. Maybe we'll even put ourselves on a fake set or something. One of the things, Neil, you actually might be the person smart enough to help make this happen that I know. We just talked about this. I have this awesome Mario Kart phone. Now, I love this thing. One of the things I was talking about doing, and people brought it up earlier, is I want to be able to take phone calls where I can talk to viewers, where they can jump on the Discord and they can go into the voice chat. So it would have to be a little bit set up. I would have to give instructions to know how to do this, but I want to put a microphone in this. And I think what I wanted to just, I guess it would always be on, and I would record it with, you know, I would just mute it, like toggle on and off microphone. But I want to be able to pick it up and take phone calls, even if I can't hear it. Like, I want it to look like I can talk into this. I guess I could just pretend the whole time. I don't know. I'll have to see. But I want to use this. I want to use this really bad for the talk show. I might not need to mod it at all. I might just need to get some acting skills now that I'm thinking about it. But this phone, I don't even know if it works, honestly. I bought it at a used toy store, so it might not even work. All right, guys, but hey, I wanted to keep this about an hour. We're sitting at an hour right now. I'm gonna do this again on Thursday evening. So if you want to jump in, that would be excellent, but I'm gonna pop off here now. I do want to say one last time, make sure you guys are pressing the like button. I really do believe it helps the channel. I really sincere thank you for it. But that's something I want to do. And then subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I think most of you already are. Neil says, let's get together for dinner tomorrow and we can talk. Yeah, let's talk. I'll text. I saw you text me earlier. I was at a meeting earlier tonight. So I don't think I responded to your text. I'll respond to your text here in a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I posted a lot of fun videos. I got some more videos to post there tomorrow. So there's some short clips of our stream broken down. And last but not least, the big one currently is our Discord channel. Join our Discord. That's where we're having a lot of good conversations, a lot of suggestions, things like that. Links for everything is in the description below. And that way you guys can get connected with me in all areas. Otherwise, I'm gonna make myself more available for just a Reverend X talk show, kind of like Space Ghost Coast to Coast style. We need a like sidekick. So we'll get there. We'll get there one of these days. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed this, actually, way more than I thought. So with that being said, I'm gonna pop off here. Remember, we are moving mountains, and this is just the beginning. Can't do this without you guys. I'll be at it live tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you guys there. Have a good rest of your night. All right, see you guys.